Selloman Boxing. Like, subscribe, comment. Surprise, surprise. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. I didn't see that one coming. We're gonna put the spotlight on it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Selloman Boxing. Blessings in the name of Jesus. Please excuse my voice, but today we're reacting to Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia. Now, I do have to eat a little bit of crow because if you saw my previous video, you know I predicted that Tyson Fury would mop the floor with Francis Ngannou. I actually predicted that he would beat him within 6 rounds, but that did not prove to be the case because Francis Ngannou, more than his boxing skills, I think one of the key factors in the way the fight played out was Francis, he was very composed. He kept his composure. When you look at Tyson Fury, and I mentioned it in the previous video, his success a lot of times is predicated and established by his feints. So he feints, he uses hard feints, foot feints, hand feints, and normally that disrupts the guard of his opponent. It causes his opponent to either try to parry or to cover up, and that's when Tyson Fury initiates his attack. But Francis Ngannou was super composed. He was not overreacting to anything that Tyson Fury was doing. He wasn't overreacting to jabs. He wasn't overreacting to feints. He wasn't overreacting to Tyson Fury's footwork. Therefore, Tyson Fury could not trick him. So that led to Tyson Fury having to initiate his own offense without using those tactics. And in the 3rd round, it put him in harm's way because Francis Ngannou, he has been working on a beautiful left hook counter anytime Tyson Fury commits to a shot, and the left hook landed in the 3rd round and knocked down Tyson Fury to everyone's surprise. Now the first two rounds, you know, it worked pretty uneventful. You know, Tyson Fury, I think he was controlling the range and the pace of the fight with his jab. But after that left hook landed in the 3rd round that knocked down Tyson Fury, the whole game plan of Tyson Fury changed. He did not want to exchange. He was not as confident, and he just resorted to outboxing Francis Ngannou. So I would say the first 2 rounds were uneventful. The knockdown came in the 3rd, and from the 4th to, like, say, the 7th, Tyson Fury just outboxed Francis Ngannou with the jab. He just made the fight very boring. You can tell that he was very cautious after the knockdown of Francis Ngannou's power. That boy can crack. And the thing about it is, he looked a little slow to me. In the training videos, he looked a little slow doing the Mike Tyson slip, comeback counter, slip roll, and all of that. He looked kind of slow, but in the actual fight, he was much faster than I thought he was. He was much more athletic. He was changing levels very well. You know, he would throw the jab to Tyson Fury's body, and then he would weave very quickly before Tyson Fury could counter with the left hook. And you could tell that he just was very mature. To me, his boxing skills weren't as good as Tyson, but he was very calm in the ring. He was very mature. And what also threw Tyson Fury off, was he was switching to southpaw, and he was very effective. Not necessarily landing a whole lot of punches, but he had a good southpaw jab, and he had a great southpaw straight left hand. So Francis Ngannou, he did very well. You could tell within the fight that Francis Ngannou, he just ran out of options. His options were pretty limited. So for the whole fight, after he knocked down Tyson Fury, every time Tyson Fury stepped to him with a jab, he would try to counter with the left hook, but Tyson Fury already caught on to it, so he adjusted. So instead of throwing the two all the time, Tyson Fury would jab and pull away to get away from the left hook. You can also tell that Francis Ngannou was tired. He was breathing out of his mouth visibly, but that really wasn't a factor because Tyson Fury was tired also. Tyson Fury looked like he didn't train for the fight at all. He looked slow. Tyson Fury looked lethargic. He didn't look like he had any power. And that was strange because over the last couple of fights that he has had before this one, he has been looking really strong. But from round 4 through 7, I had Tyson Fury outboxing Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou came back in the 8th and was really putting the heat offensively on Tyson Fury. He clearly won that round. Tyson Fury came back in the 9th and just outboxed him with the jab. Really uneventful, but just piling on points, being able to hit Francis with the jab and not get hit. And then the 10th round, I think both guys were just very tentative. They didn't do much, and it ended up being a close decision. The rounds that Francis Ngannou won, which I think were round 3, round 8, and possibly round 10, he won more convincingly than the rounds that Tyson Fury won just boxing, okay, and using the jab. So the scorecards, it was a split decision. They had Francis Ngannou winning on one card. They had Tyson winning on one card, one of the judges' scorecards, and the third one gave Tyson Fury the hair-thin win. So it was a surprising fight, not just to boxing fans. Tyson Fury was surprised as well, but it just goes to show you don't take anything for granted in boxing. Don't expect a fight to not be hard, because the worst place for you to get a reality check is in the ring. Us as boxing fans, if I get a reality check on a bad prediction for a fight, hey, well, then I just got it wrong. But once you're a boxer and you go in the ring and realize that you made a mistake in your preparation, even if it's just mental preparation, that can be a lonely place to be in the ring, okay? Alexander Usyk was in attendance, and everyone is talking about their upcoming fight. I don't think this fight will be a reflection of that. Tyson Fury has shown that he can have an off night, a bad performance against someone that he's expected to beat. For example, Otto Wallin, he had a tough fight with Otto Wallin, and he came back and beat Deontay Wilder. So he had a tough fight with Francis Ngannou, but I believe that he will be on the top of his game when he fights Alexander Usyk. And that's a fight that I would love to break down. That is a fight that I think is actually very close. That is almost about a 50-50 fight if both guys are at their best. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think Francis Ngannou should do from this point, because the way he looked, even though he didn't get the win, he will be called upon to participate in more heavyweight contests, and that would be definitely very exciting. For now, that's the Selloman Boxing Spotlight on the matter. Blessings.